Gold Moon is Korea's largest crime syndicate, operating under the guise of a legitimate corporate entity. It is led by Chairman Suk, the man responsible for uniting multiple crime clans under the Gold Moon banner. Recently, he managed to evade prosecution on several charges. However, he starts suspecting that there may be a police informant within the organization. Ja-sung, a high-ranking figure in Gold Moon, leads a brutal hunt to uncover the mole. His men capture a suspect, subjecting him to ruthless torture in an attempt to extract a confession. When the suspect refuses to talk, they kill him and dispose of his body in a barrel, throwing it into the ocean. Meanwhile, Chairman Suk is returning from his mistress's house when, at an intersection, a truck suddenly rams into his car. Emergency responders arrive quickly and rush him to the hospital. The news spreads rapidly, drawing the entire organization to the hospital. At the hospital, Ja-sung meets Jong-gu, one of Chairman Suk's top 3 lieutenants. Later, he heads to the airport to welcome another top leader, Chung, who has just arrived from Shanghai. Chung is an eccentric figure but considers Ja-sung a close friend, as they've known each other for years. During the car ride to the hospital, Chung gives Ja-sung a watch as a gift to celebrate his wife's pregnancy. However, Ja-sung refuses it, mocking him for buying a knockoff. Frustrated, Chung lashes out at his subordinate for misleading him about the watch's authenticity. The organization's leadership gathers at the hospital, anxiously awaiting the outcome of Chairman Suk's surgery. Eventually, the doctors emerge from the operating room and announce his death. Jong-gu reacts furiously, while others are left in shock, uncertain about the organization's future. The following day, a grand funeral is held in Chairman Suk's honor. The police also arrive to conduct surveillance, infuriating Jong-gu, who smashes their camera. Chief Kang, the officer leading the investigation against Gold Moon, steps in to confront him. Jong-gu, realizing he has no choice, compensates them for the damage. At police headquarters, senior officials discuss the power struggle unfolding within Gold Moon. The organization is composed of 3 major factions, the Jaebum clan, the Jile clan, and the North Moon clan. 3 candidates are likely to vie for the vacant chairman position. The first is Chung, backed by the North Moon clan. With strong triad connections, he primarily handles business outside Korea. The second is Jong-gu, supported by the powerful Jaebum clan and once close to Chairman Suk. These 2 are the frontrunners. The third candidate, Suk-hee, represents the Jile clan but lacks the influence to compete with the others. The police intend to manipulate the succession battle to dismantle the syndicate from within. Ja-sung, meanwhile, is seen playing a board game with a mysterious woman. He informs her of an important board meeting scheduled in 2 days to discuss Gold Moon's future leadership. However, he soon grows irritated and heads to an abandoned building to meet someone, Chief Kang. It is revealed that Ja-sung is actually an undercover cop who infiltrated Gold Moon years ago. The woman he met earlier is his handler. After working his way up for 8 years, he has become the organization's 5th highest-ranking member, just below the 3 top leaders and Chairman Suk. Furious, he confronts Chief Kang, reminding him that their agreement was to pull him out after Suk's downfall. But now, he is ordered to help manipulate the succession process. Adding to his frustration, Chief Kang knows about his wife's pregnancy and gives him a gift, implying that he has been watched without his knowledge. Feeling trapped, Ja-sung realizes he has no way out. 2 days later, the board meeting proceeds as scheduled, with a vote set for the following week to select the new chairman. As expected, the organization splits into 2 factions, Chung and Jong-gu. Though Ja-sung is closer to Chung, he refrains from officially supporting anyone. After the meeting, Chung asks Ja-sung to oversee his office while he's away on business in Shanghai, ensuring Jong-gu can't make any moves in his absence. Moments later, Jong-gu attempts to intimidate them by recklessly driving his car toward them before speeding off. In response, Chung invites Ja-sung to celebrate his wife's pregnancy over a meal. Later, Ja-sung meets with his handler again to provide updates. Frustrated by being kept in the dark, he demands more details about the mission, but protocol prevents her from revealing anything. His resentment grows, his comrades in the syndicate trust him more than the police do. Before leaving, he casually mentions that Chung is flying to Shanghai the next afternoon. Meanwhile, Jong-gu gathers the other leaders at his office, trying to pressure them into supporting his claim to power. The next day, Ja-sung accompanies Chung to the airport, where he notices several undercover officers monitoring them. Uncertain of what's about to happen, he grows anxious. Just as Chung clears security, police intercept and escort him away. In an interrogation room, Chief Kong presents him with a Gold Moon investigation file. Chung realizes that the information contained within could only have been obtained through an informant within the organization. However, instead of arresting him, Chief Kong proposes a deal. If Chung helps eliminate Jong-gu, his path to leadership will be unobstructed. Before leaving, Chung wonders how the police knew about his travel plans. On his flight, he orders his lawyer to conduct a background check on Chief Kong and hires a notorious hitman group, the Yanbian Hobos, to hunt down the organization's moles. Chief Kong moves swiftly, arresting Jong-gu during breakfast at a restaurant. As he's being taken away, Jong-gu suspects Chung of betraying him. Upon learning of Jong-gu's arrest, Chung flies back to Korea for a heated confrontation. Though Jong-gu accuses him of treachery, Chung insists he isn't the informant. Later, Chung meets Chief Kong in an empty stadium, offering him a box of mooncakes filled with cash as a token of goodwill. Kong, however, rejects the bribe, throwing the money to the ground. Meanwhile, Ja-sung's wife, who had been unknowingly spying on him for Chief Kong, decides she wants out, realizing her loyalty lies with her husband. Chung receives the results of the background check on Chief Kong, along with hacked intelligence about the espionage operation. What he reads shocks him. At the same time, the Yanbian Hobos arrive in Korea. Using the stolen data, they track down Ja-sung's handler. She puts up a fight but is ultimately captured alive. Ja-sung, summoned to a warehouse by Chung, arrives with his most trusted subordinate, Suk-moo. Inside, he is told to open a barrel. Inside, he finds his handler, bloodied and barely alive. Chung reveals her identity as a spy and hands Ja-sung the mission file, detailing every undercover officer. Ja-sung begins sweating as Chung directs him to the last page. Before he can read it, Chung suddenly bludgeons Suk-moo with a spade, revealing that Ja-sung's closest ally was also an undercover cop. Chung unknowingly hands Ja-sung the means to wipe out all police infiltrators, mistakenly believing he is loyal. To prevent further suffering, Ja-sung shoots his handler, sparing her from the Yanbian Hobo's brutality. Chief Kong manipulates Jong-gu into believing Chung betrayed him. Enraged, Jong-gu orders an attack. Though outnumbered, Chung fights back, sustaining severe injuries before police intervene. Ja-sung, learning of his wife's miscarriage due to stress, visits Chung in the hospital. Before dying, Chung advises Ja-sung to choose a side, hinting at his knowledge of Ja-sung's true identity. After Chung's funeral, Suk-hee seizes the chance to take over. But Ja-sung turns the tables, eliminating Suk-hee, Jong-gu, and Chief Kong. Finally free of the police and Goldman's rivals, Ja-sung rises as the new chairman, choosing to live life on his own terms.